Hello, and welcome to this year's Reality Check. Thank you for being here today. Reality Check is a 1-month financial simulation. You will need to figure out how to live within a budget. You will be given a set income based on the career that you choose. The family lifestyle decisions you make are going to determine how your budget works. You are going to have to figure out how to budget and pay bills. You are going to have to utilize a checkbook and debit card. At the end of the simulation, you should be in the black or in the positive. You should not leave in any sort of debt. If you do run into that problem, there are some help tables in the gym that will guide you to make some choices to get you back in the positive. If you didn't fill out or hand in the career sheet, you were assigned a career, so you are going to have to live within that budget. You will be given a student checklist. When you look at that checklist, it is going to tell you that you need to visit each booth. It is very important that you visit each booth. The starred items on the checklist are going to be the places that you need to spend money. Once you have visited the employment booth, you are free to go to any booth you wish. There is no set order to the booths. Just make sure that you stop and visit each booth before the simulation is over. To pay your bills, you will use the checkbook and debit card. You must get a signature stamp on your student checklist at each booth. If you need help, visit the Help booth. Now we are going to learn how to write a check. It is important to understand that you must have a blue or black pen when writing checks. Filling out a check is a pretty simple process. Checks come in all different forms. You can get personalized checks, including themed checks. There is a lot of personal information on the check, including your name, address, sometimes your phone number and driver's license number. Also, checks have numbers on the side in sequence to keep things in order. At the bottom of the check, you will notice a bunch of numbers. The first number you are going to find is your routing number. The second number you will find is your account number. The first thing you are going to do is fill out today's date. Next, write the business or individual you are transferring money to on the Pay to the Order of line. Next, write the amount you are paying in decimal form in the box on the right. Then, in long form, write out the amount on the line below. The only tricky part is to make sure that you write and then put the fractional amount or cents in there. Oftentimes you are not going to have an amount that covers the whole line. So at the end, it's always a good idea to cross out the rest of the line. Make sure all lines are legible. It is the only way to determine how much money needs to be taken out. Finally, sign the check at the bottom right line and then you're finished. It is always good practice to fill in the memo line so you can keep track of what you are actually spending your money on. For your record, it's always a good idea to fill out the information in the check register. You will start today's simulation with a mock interview. If your interview goes well, you may receive a bonus. You will be judged on many things, including professional dress, eye contact, and logical answers. Please reference your packets or student checklist. You will notice on the front of this, it has your life status card. Your life status card is going to show you what your occupation is, your annual salary, your marital status, your spouse's occupation, if that is applicable, the number of dependents or children you might have, and what type of child support you may be giving or collecting, as well as different credit cards and debts you may have. From there, you have the student checklist. Please flip over to the next page. Go ahead and write your name and occupation on this. This way, the people at the booth will be able to identify who you are as well as what your occupation is. When you get to the booth, please introduce yourself. Don't just hand them your packet and ask for a signature. We want you to talk to people and learn as much as you can from each booth. The very first stop you are going to make is for your life and health insurance. Uncle Sam will be a reality check for some people. This is where you will see how much taxes will get taken out of your paychecks. You will see your bank and financial institutions and find out where you are living. Before we get started, I would like you to go ahead and transfer the total monthly income from your life status card to your student checklist. If for some reason your sheet did not provide you with the monthly salary, you can simply take your annual salary and divide it by 12. So on your student checklist, employment line number 1 should be your total monthly income. In order to check out, you will need to make sure you are in the black or positive. If you are not, please stop by the help booth to get ideas how to get out of the red. Once you have completed the simulation, you will take your finished packet to the checkout person. Your packet must be turned in at the end. We will use this as your attendance record. If we do not have a packet from you, you will be marked absent unexcused for the amount of time you were involved with the reality check simulation. If you are misbehaving for any reason, you will be asked to go to the ALEC room during the simulation. Once you have completed and turned in your packet, you will head back to class.